Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wildermyth, where hopefully today the audio mix is like a little bit less aggressive. I tried my best. So, we do know where the Spring of Redbread is. We have no idea how many more hostile sites there are in total, but I guess this is the thing to do. Let's just build ourselves a bridge, shall we? So I'm assuming this is going to cost us some of our accumulated resources, right? Think how I'll look, standing alone on a bridge as the sun falls, our foes rushing at my face scrape. Okay, this is maybe not the time. Why don't we focus on there actually being a bridge? Then you can imagine how cool you will look on it. So bridges take time to build. Yeah, I mean, let's get started. So, I mean, for costs, all it says is time. Yeah, nothing for it. We do have to get across. Elinder and Avera are friends. Duin and Roifir are frenemies. Okay, well that's an improvement in their status. So what is this? What has happened with him? He has gained a thing here. Okay, +2 damage against enemies who attacked Elinder until end of mission. That's pretty cool. When your rival stunts, you get +45% to stunt until you successfully stunt. So we saw a stunt attack go off last episode. It looks like it's basically just a critical hit. So yeah, I don't really... That seems very powerful. Can we see what his little... He's got a desire to go home or something is what it said. I don't really know what to... Okay, I guess we're not going to be able to interact with that. It highlights when we mouse over it. Also, event, Haven Beam, set Duin. Okay, well, I mean, I guess finish building the bridge? Oh, no, okay, here we go. It gave him an action. Duin has a wish for a family home. Elinder wanted me to tell you to come get some coffee, so... Wait a minute. So... What a weird, it's just like a weird hesitation in the line. Again, the writing in this game is strange in a way that I actually find kind of fascinating. I hope that it doesn't come across as like me being negative. I kind of dig what it's doing, but it's real weird. Roifir, have you ever thought about starting a family? That's not the line I expected. I've been wondering if I could, have kids. I wouldn't want to keep them swaddled in rules and restrictions their whole lives. You know, let them be free, find love. But then, it's such a dangerous world, isn't it? And now you've got your eyes on the door. So, I mean, these both sort of seem like the same... They seem like they're sort of the same option in that they result in Duin probably putting this thought off for later. So it's basically just like, does Duin come to that conclusion himself that there's still stuff to do, or does Roifir tell him? I'm gonna say Roifir tells him. I feel like this is her kind of swatting him down, feels like it's in line with their relationship. So, okay, it just creates that scene. Huh. All right, keep working on it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. All right, bridge built. So maybe that's just like a desire that he will have now for the foreseeable future. All right, let's go over here and scout this out with everybody. Let us discover the Spring of Redbread. Windy Sun Cedars has been revealed, and this is locked. We must achieve our other objectives first. Okay. Well, I guess let's move back in this direction then. I was kind of figuring that the Spring of Redbread would be the site of the final group of enemies, but I guess we can see that these other areas are invested, right? Oh no, enough time has passed that a Calamity card has been played. So the old row card is replaced with a stronger card of the same type. We got a new enemy added to the Thrixie deck. I don't know if we're going to see any of those even. Raccoons have bonus health, and they've gotten even bigger. And we have 5 legacy points. I mean, what if we didn't let any of this stuff happen? The Seeker thing can happen because I don't even know if we're gonna end up fighting any Thrixies. Alright, we found the Stormy Pine Woods with a forge, which certainly seems like a useful thing to have. Alright, we were able to handle a Strength 4 fight with only 3 heroes before, so this should be no problem. Here's a thought. Maybe Avnok Forge isn't as dangerous as we believed. Or, you know, maybe it's Wile E. Coyote time. Huh. Where'd Elinder... Oh, he's down there. Yeah. Elinder's step has broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and he's fallen, scuffing and scraping into a dark, rocky hole. You survive okay, Elinder? How far down are you? Well, I mean, he's still... Yeah, you know he's alive. You heard his voice. Is this where I'll die? I mean, I could have died just from the fall, couldn't I? I'm never leaving my house again. All right, him and Duen will have to live some... we'll have to build some nice place to retire to as soon as we get this nonsense under control. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, it's going to be a race to get him out. So Duen could just jump in with him. I don't know what the percentage here is for. Maybe this is an option that like a character is not necessarily guaranteed to be down to do, but because Duen and Elinder are together, you know, Duen is certain to go down. I mean, that seems... We could split the party, right? Warriors in each half, and yeah, I'll climb in with him. It doesn't take Duen long at all. He climbs nimbly down and helps Elinder back up to the top, and we don't even get attacked while the party's split in half. Weird. And maybe the 100% was chance of success to get him out in time, and Duen had a good value because he's very nimble, you know. Alright, so we got Bogmoors, Ragers, Raccoons, and Roe. And a Water Spirit. The Water Spirit did not show up on the enemy list. Is it friendly? Okay, let's have Elinder, as always, run up here and throw open the door. Catch it quick. In what sense? Like with violence? Do I want to kill a water spirit? We don't know anything about this water spirit. Alright. Go into Sentinel mode. You're ready to leap. I guess that'll tell us something about whether the game considers it to be a real enemy. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to kill it. So it has 4 points of warding, which we don't exactly know the meaning of yet. We could blind it. I wonder what would happen. So I'm not allowed to use flare because this is not a valid target for it. So yeah, maybe it's not an enemy. When it says catch it, maybe it just means move on to it. I can't move on. I can move next to it. Maybe this will be good enough. Okay, yeah, it does just mean move to it. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't try to murder it. You really are one of the water spirits, aren't you? Thank you for being a steward of this land. And that's a pretty decent onomatopoeic representation of the noise that it made. So it will enchant our wand, or we could take a legacy point from it. I don't know exactly how valuable legacy points actually are. We seem to be getting them faster than we're spending them. I'm going to take a wand enchantment. Separating red flog replaces my soup spoon. Okay, so that was a wand, apparently. Stunt effect refunds your action point. That seems pretty great. +2 spell damage. Yeah, hell yeah, replace the soup spoon. Okay, so we wanna be friends with spirits, and we did have an objective to catch it. I mean, my assumption here would be that nothing's going to run through the door at us. The enemies seem perfectly content to just wait until we come to them most of the time. Oh, hey, a Bogmore's like it's a pretty big dude. All right, well, can Royfier get that flare off on it through the doorway? I can. Okay, so it is now blinded. I don't exactly know what that does. I'm assuming that makes it miss attacks, right? Can we, like, look at its... Shoot, that's not what I meant. Oh, remember, that is a free shot at the beginning of the turn, so I guess we just shoot him again. Why not? Because nothing triggered the Overwatch. It looks like he has left some corruption behind, but our characters are smart enough to route around it. Oh, that is... Okay, that's a lot of enemies. I mean, I do want to get in here and get ready to fight. I think I'm going to wait approximately where he is. In case the Rager wants to come down here and fight the caster or anything. No, they're going after our hero. Okay, well, the good news is it's put itself in a position where I can guarantee an attack on it with the archer. Yeah, and doing hit his stunt chance, so I'm hoping that she has that buff. I can probably interfuse the objects in this room from here, yeah. Alright, so let's just grab this rock and hurl it at them. Seems pretty good. +1 action point. Yeah, you know what? I am going to Heroism here. Because I want to be able to hit this thing. Alright, take that. Who cares about all your block or whatever? I guess just get in here, but it seems like this is pretty much over. How dare you? Let's move her in here so we can... Alright, if she had failed to kill it, it would have been easy enough to get a guaranteed shot on it from there. The Great Spear Bandit Glance. So, wait, what is the little green... Is it what they're equipped with? Are you... Oh no, it's probably what they're better than, right? Oh yeah. It's what this is an upgrade relative to. Well, it's not clear to me if you actually can dual wield. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and take this. If you can't dual wield and we put you just in just use the spear instead of the axe mode, that's also fine. All right, +1 armor on the row. Okay, we may as well fortify. We do have another region over here that we have to clear out. Yeah, but I want to secure the forge. It has not been made clear to us that there is any real penalty for all this time spending. So I'm just going to keep spending time. I mean, obviously the calamity cards keep happening, but so far they haven't really been a very big deal. And we do need time for people to heal, apparently. A thorough delving has proven rewarding. What do we get? Ingots and also a feather steel strap plus movement speed. Okay. I mean, actually, it just says plus speed. I'm assuming movement. That's a bit of an assumption, I suppose. So hold on. Let me look at one of the characters who has 2 weapons. Gear. So you have a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. Five damage, 2.1 range. Huh. We probably have a swap weapon button in combat as well. Because, like, there are certainly times when you would rather use the frying pan, right? Whenever you want the knockback. So yeah, it's not dual wielding. It's having 2 weapons equipped to make use of 2 different sets of abilities. All right, let's build ourselves a nice bridge. Duin and Navera are friends. Isn't that nice? Gorgons in great number move to attack your lands, driving peaceful folks before them, leveling homes and hallowed places. Your enemies will travel from tile to tile, attacking and destroying sites until they are defeated in combat or repelled by defenses you've built. The numbers will wear down. Once incursion size reaches 0, the enemy will dissipate and the incursion will be over. Ah, I see. An enemy is headed for this tile. They will destroy a number of sites or defenses equal to their incursion size unless they are stopped. Well, we're on the way into where their incursion currently is, so hopefully we just get there before they leave. Yeah. Seems like. So am I allowed to, yeah, just intercept the incursion. Let's put them away. They don't seem to know we're here. Let's make a plan. Charging? Charging is the plan that is most likely to work. Or we can just wait and attack them. Yeah. What if we run at them while screaming? That's a plan, right? +1 damage, +1 potency. I'm assuming that means we passed the roll. So a couple of Bogmores, +2 foe cards on turn 3. Well, there's not all that many places they could be. Let's have a Linder step up and get some more vision. Okay, so we probably want somebody to help him wall up. And then we don't know for sure that the Bogmores have a ranged attack, right? They totally might. I think if we do this, though, we're pretty likely to catch the Rager charging in. And I'm going to have you go in... Yeah, there's totally a swap weapon button. Let's have you go into Guardian mode. We'll have Vera move up first. And then I guess Royfier can just follow her. And we should definitely interfuse a couple of objects. All right, let's see what happens here. Well, that's a shame. Okay, I guess this is where the new enemies are going to spawn. These red spaces, probably. It should be. So, what does this thing have? Grant's vision can be the focus for further mystic abilities. Okay, I have to have her selected in order to see it. So yeah, let's Wild Grasp this guy down. Oh, you coward! That's right. It's cowardly when you survive. That was a pretty bad. It's a pretty bad time for a miss. All right, I think I'm just gonna have you finish this off, so that we can have the 2 warriors move up. Yeah, I think we just wall together and hit this Bogmore as hard as we possibly can. Yeah, because with their spears, they really they hit pretty hard. Oh, we got Gorgon corrupted. Just kind of sprays it all over the place. Okay, Ilinder is oh, they're both looking a little rough. We don't have any in-combat healing or anything, so let's move up to here. Can I... Splinter Blast isn't going to get me anything, really. We could compel the Bogmore into the goop, maybe? Like, let's have Ilinder step back, have Ivera step back. Use compulsion to grab this guy and move him into the goop. That way they can still finish him off, hopefully, or maybe not. Yeah, I guess I'm going to press up real far here. I'm kind of hoping that they will attack Duen. I'm a little concerned that we may see what happens when a character dies here. Yep, she's gone to 0. Ivera sees darkness approaching like a wave. Fall back if you need to. Just focus on surviving. -2 health for the campaign. Ilinder could jump in front of her and fall back and lose 2 health for the campaign. Or she dies while dealing 13 damage. Sees darkness approaching like a wave and resolves to meet it head on. That's actually pretty cool. I am going to have her... I'm going to have her fall back. Just focus on surviving. With the hit, Ivera knows she can't keep fighting. But she steals a last bit of strength to drag herself to safety. Okay, and he had no problem walking across the... They don't care about the corrupted land. Battle ragged, his right arm useless, Ilinder watches his friends and foes blur around him. But within that blur emerges a moment of clarity. The most important thing right now is... making my memory matter. Okay, I'm going to have him also fall back so Ilinder is maimed. Takes more than that to finish Ilinder Mountain. Roifjör, on the other hand, that might have been the end of Roifjör. She could never survive something like that. Okay, so yeah, this is a little scary. We probably get a kill there. Will Splinter Blast do enough? No. No, it will not. Okay, we could go for a Wild Grasp on this guy. So he's grabbed, and in theory, it should not be possible for him to keep attacking, but maybe that's not how that works. I'm going to have... because we should be able to kill him quite easily, right? So I kind of think I'm going to have Duen just... well, okay, we could Silk Step. Yeah, maybe that's the move. Maybe I step over to here somewhere and then Silk Step to kill this thing. I can just take a single shot at it. All right, let's move around here to start with. 75% chance to just kill it straight up. But if I don't do the Silk Step, then I'm going to get counterattacked by this thing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to Grey Plane myself. You're going to walk around. That's a shame. Okay. The terrain did its thing. So I think I just have her move as far as possible. She is not in great shape either. Have her move as far as possible and then Wild Grasp this guy. And move again just to be safe. And then sadly, this thing does not... we have a worse chance to hit because I'm firing through the bush. I can run around over to here, so that's not true. All right. Okay. So he just ran right into the range of some of this stuff. It's a shame. But we get a guaranteed attack out of it at least. I was hoping we were still far enough away not to have to worry about it. Alright, well... I mean, obviously, let's back off and take a shot at this thing from a distance. Hopefully we just won't miss. Okay, I'm really curious to see what the effect of maiming actually is. Duanrai is now a Bloodhorn Hunter. So, ambush stops enemy movement. Seems very powerful. That also seems very powerful. +1 damage and +1 range with ranged attacks fits very well with his whole deal. I do kind of like ambush as a way of controlling space, though. I think I'm going to take that. And we found Travel Traff, Hunter Armor. 1 armor, 15 dodge. For the purposes of roaming around the wilds, this somewhat haphazard assembly of furs and light fabrics won't stop too many arrows, but provides a great deal of mobility. You know, running away. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh, wow. That's a real injury. Well, you've had a terrible day. So have you. Yeah. At least I'm in good company. You lean on my shoulder, I'll lean on yours, and we'll make it through one way or another. I like that little scene, and that's a pretty specific, like, 2 characters have to have been wounded in the same battle kind of thing. When a hero is maimed, they travel to the nearest safe town to rest until they're ready to fight again. Heroes can be maimed once per chapter. If they fall in battle a second time, they do in fact die. So, they're going to run all the way back to Bergbred. Do I want to try to do a fight without them? Boy, they're running all the way back to town? That's very awkward. I don't think I do. Let's gather everybody back home. We'll just we'll regroup. We could use the little break here to heal up and okay. Let's let our friends arrive. So they're out of action here until they have restored health enough, I'm assuming. So I think we can just pass the time in Bergbred. Let's talk about crafting. How do we craft? Okay, there are a great many kinds of items. We do have the resources necessary to make a better bow. I don't want to be too reliant on this guy, but he is mighty powerful. Yeah, let's... Oh, that's cool. It lets you write your own I mean, it is a game all about making stories, right? I think Everpride will do just fine as sort of like a very generic... Okay. So, 20 days remaining. Alright, Ivera's ready to get back in action. So is Ilinder, and the bow is almost finished. Calamities are recurring. So, +1 armor for the Rager, I don't think is so bad. New monsters, a true Gorgon, that is a little scary. You know what, I'm going to cancel that one because we are going to have to fight Gorgons in a second here. But I think I'm going to keep the rest of that. The rest of it seems like not so bad. Alright, there we go. And did he automatically equip it, or do I need to tell him to do that? No, okay, we're good. Alright, let us, as a group, go back and reclaim what was lost to us. Hold on a second, sorry, I want to have a look. So, you do still have your secondary slot here. Has it affected your stats? I guess I don't actually know what his stats were enough to notice. Ilinder chose a simple hook in place of a hand. Okay, interesting. So it seems like it might be just cosmetic. Well, it might not have any actual stat changes. All right, let's do it. Some kind of basement over here. Careful, Royfier. Could come in the morning, right? They've been late all day. Late rising, late on the trail, late to recognize sunset, and late spotting this ruin. It's the remains of a smallish structure, lying toppled by a dried-up stream. Elinder, you can wait up there. I won't be long. Oh, what is she... Okay, Elinder. So it does look like there's treasure and stuff down here. Some ash on the floor. Someone worked at this table. Knife lines, stains of sediment, and chalk. What are these hash marks? It does seem like maybe a laboratory or something. Also, there's a chest right there. Nobody... Okay, Elinder's the first one who noticed and cares. What's in this box? Hey, remember that verse in Opal Night when Spira comes to the Umber Ladies' Hall? Past the opened portal, shadows packed like ravens plumed, dimming all discovery, sharply dark and darkness doomed. Spira's sparklight shimmered spent, snuffed, dispelled, left all in gloomed. This place isn't like that, I guess, but nowhere's poem perfect. Yeah, it seemed to be completely unrelated verse, actually. You know, all my life was spent wondering what Spiriana looked like, and if she... The box is puzzle locked, if anyone cares, just jump in right there. I can do a puzzle. It's one of those magic puzzle locks. Oh, is it words or numbers? Words. Ah, thank all the gods. So how do these work? Lock words, they called them. The words are phrases that'd spring the box open. The magic lock presents a prompt with a clear slate to write an answer. The wise wanderer finds home where... I mean, no offense meant to Elinder, and certainly not to, belittle him in light of his tragedy or anything, but Royfier's going to be more likely to solve this, right? From the looks of this place, owner didn't do much wandering. Well, air's turning out better than I thought. Could cook dinner and make a night of it. Chalk some guesses? We've still got those wild peppers, don't we? Ugh, do we? I hope not. They haul their gear down the slippery stairs. Duin takes it on himself to clear the blocked chimney pipe. An eyeful of gunk later, he's done it. Royfier makes a weak broth no one will enjoy. Elinder picks up a moldy journal, thinking to avoid camp work. Joke's on him, though. The writing demands heavy edits. He somehow has talked himself into editing this old manuscript. They shout and scribble guesses in the meantime. Who comes up with the correct lock words? Oh, I get to choose. It does kind of make sense that it might be Elinder, because he's looking at this old journal. Maybe he found it in there? Or maybe Royfier is just clever enough to figure it out. I think it makes a lot of sense for it to be Royfier. The wise wanderer finds home where wandering desires an end. And what have we got? Here you all are. I've searched up and down. My scouting trip got cut short. Gorgons are closing in. Well, okay, but hold on. What's in the box? What's in there, though? Materials, looks like. Good ones. It could have been this person's pride and treasure. It's an ingot. All that for an ingot. Okay, so we got a Geist, Roe, Rager, and Bogmar. We haven't fought a Geist before. We're going to have to be a little more careful with Ivera here, too. So... let's have... I want someone to move up first, though, to see if we can get some vision before I go grabbing anything here, before I interfuse any objects. So if we move up to here, it looks like we can interfuse all of the stuff up there. From this, we would get Flare. From that, just Discus. From this, also just Discus, because, rocks. Discus is a lot of damage. Okay, that thing is bigger than I thought, than I was prepared for that thing to be. That's a shame. We'll move up here and set an ambush to keep something at bay. We'll have Ivera move up. And I think maybe just be very cautious. Like maybe let's have her stand here and not do anything. I don't want her to go leaping forward. And she and Elinder wall up together. Yeah, I think I'm good. Ah. Wow. That thing is fast. Okay. Not ideal. Well, the good news is Royfier could discus it from behind, and even if we don't hit it, then we have some guaranteed shots on it from this side. I think that is exactly what I am going to do. I might have her back up, because she should be able to use the thing from anywhere, right? Okay, nice. Trigger rival ability. Oh yeah, watch this. 5 times in a single fight. Yeah, he gets a pretty good shot, but it's not quite enough. But between the two of them, they should be able to finish this thing off. So I am going to have him back up here. The two of them work very well together. Yeah, honestly, like interfusion to hit enemies in the back just seems so incredibly good. So these things do 4 to 6 damage on their slam. Boy, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna just back up. Cause she could get one shot. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe back up like a bunch. Sorry there, Elinder. And then I guess I will interfuse this for more discus later. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. So, Royfier, let's start with Royfier. I could move up. I think I'm going to move up so that I can interfuse this and discus off of that to set up more guaranteed shots here. Okay, that should let Elinder get a pretty easy kill here, and then we do have another Rager coming. I shouldn't kill these things in melee, because sometimes they just like spit up right on us. Alright, pretty solid setup. Yeah, that seems really powerful. Am I going to be able to... No, I'm not going to be able to discus that thing. Well, I could maybe bounce the discus, but I can't actually get through its armor. These two can attack it from 2 different sides, though. Yeah, I've never seen quite this implementation of combat flanking, where like the side something was attacked from determines where flanks are. But I like this a lot. I'm kind of shocked seeing it now and seeing how well it works and how natural it feels. I'm kind of shocked I've never seen it in anything else. So Compulsion becomes a swift action. When allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they get plus damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant fiery attacks. That's super cool. It's a bonus to all campaign level tasks based on age, plus 100% of base job speed for every 35 years of age. How old are you? She's 26 right now. Huh. It did not occur to me that her age was going to have any effect at all on the game. Or some advanced interfusions with plants. Pawn interfusing with a tree, enter Gray Plane, and also Vine Wrench. I think there's a lot of cool stuff here. I want to take Spirit Blade. Then we found a crossbow. You know what? I'm going to give her something to do when it's too dangerous for her to be adjacent to enemies. Alright, the row are dealing extra damage, but we've almost cleared this this adventure, so I think it probably won't be a big deal. Which also means there's probably not really much reason to secure this thing, but we're gonna do it. It'll give us a minute to sit here and let Elinder go back to full health, at the very least. Although he probably would have healed up just from walking. Alright. 3 Heartwoods, and also a Stormflint belt. Alright, well, I do believe it is time. And my assumption at the moment is that this will end the tutorial, although it hasn't really been that much of a tutorial. I think, you know what, they taught us stuff in the first couple of battles. None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our wilds. We knew something lived inside them. Blue burning hate that frenzied them, then left them still. A stone sentence, worse and more deadly than any venom. Today, we would finally find out where it came from, and why it wouldn't stop. Well, Spring of Redbread looks mostly intact, but we should still stay ready. Elinder, anything? Oh, you know me, just anxious. Lead on. Yeah, personally, I'm done expecting things to go smoothly. Yeah, I can see why you might be in that mindset at this point. Their approach to the town of Spring of Redbread is completely silent. It does seem menacing. So, let us slowly and carefully explore the town. I'm gonna take this very slowly. I see no reason to rush. Alright, anything that tries to advance down the street is gonna get a face full of everything. Probably this doesn't really do much for us, but why not, right? Alright, let's look inside the buildings. Well, there's a bunch of tentacles in here. Not much at all in here. That's a person. Petrified. Beyond our help now. Okay, Elinder, I'm going to need you to come back out here. Again, let's just take it slow for a moment. I'm going to withdraw from that. Can I interfuse? No, not with anything I'd actually want to. Well, they've got me nervous. I'll give them that. It's, yeah, that seems like a big, significant place. Oh, stepping forward, we've triggered a discovery of the petrified people. We shouldn't be here. We need to leave. Steady, Elinder. It's not going to be us. There's tracks. They go up to that barn door. We go from terror to terror, don't we? Whatever did this could still be inside. And it sounds like maybe it is, in fact. Okay. Rogue, Geist, Rager, and Raccoon. So, defeat the ambush, check out the barn. Yeah, I guess just be in Guardian mode here. You step up with him as well. Seems like this might be useful. Okay, they are actually coming after us this time. Wow, good shot. Oh. All right, it's like a very good ambush. They did a good job of ambush. It's not really... Yeah, we're not going to be able to use interfuse to attack this thing from a different angle this time. So, what we could do... I can't quite get close enough to it. We can have May attack it from this tile, and that'll make it easy enough for Duen to, well, hopefully it'll make it easy enough for Duen to get an attack off with free damage, or with a guaranteed hit. But maybe I should... You know what? She's in shoot mode. Yeah, let's execute her attack from here. Okay, pretty poor damage overall. So no, I don't have... You have to be 90 degrees different, right? I don't quite have it. I can gouge with my hook. That's pretty cool. So this says it has 2 range, but I guess that's not quite... All right. I will employ Heroism to allow me to get a better attack off here. Only 3 damage, huh? So interesting, because I'm using a water wand, all of my infusion attacks, or all of my interfusions have become water-based, even the ones that, like, definitely aren't water. I can run over there and just crack him one with my with my weapon, which might be good enough. Silk Step will end the turn. I think I'm just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna try it. See, now that I've dealt the damage, now the spoon would be a kill, and I am tempted to run over there and give it a shot. She's not that much less healthy than Elinder. I'm going for it. We'll wall up. We'll be friends here. I am not allowed to strike. Huh. Well, I am allowed to interfuse this fireplace now. Can I... No, can't get him through the wall. I started a fire. Okay. Well, she's all right. I think. Let's definitely get you up here. I guess I'm just gonna hang out in ambush again. Well... let's maybe interfuse an object in this area or two. Get our Spirit Blade bonus. I'm not going to open this door just yet, but we're going to be ready to open the door. Can I also... I should withdraw from this, so that I can interfuse that if need be. I guess I'll move you up next to something as well. Okay, it broke through the door, didn't actually get anything done, but what we can do is open this door. Okay, she can shoot it from the doorway, which seems good enough. Just get its attention here, and then... Okay, I think we've managed to make it through the worst part of the ambush at this point. Let's get ourselves sort of reformed here. Rife here probably wants to move up. I'm going to be pretty careful with her positioning. I wanted to grab the tentacles over here, but... yeah, the tree will be fine. And I think we can probably withdraw from this one. All right, well, I guess I should just charge forward foolishly. Oh, look, it's a Rager. Who could have predicted? How much damage do they do? 3 to 5? All right, I think it's safe to just put her in a position where that thing can hit her. Okay, so you do break down armor. We're not going to be able to splinter blast him. I am going to have to move up and grab control of this thing. Can I catch it through the doorway with that? I cannot. Okay, well, we'll just, I guess, wait. I'm going to move him up to here because I'm very worried about her being vulnerable there. Aw. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. All right, let's go check out this barn. It says the ambush is dealt with, but somehow I sense that there may still be danger. Oh, and here we have a Gorgon, shimmering fluidly. Its silent, slithering approach fascinates the mind as it haunts the heart. And also one of those scary row. Okay, kill this Gorgon. I'm gonna withdraw from the tree, and I guess just double move. She is also going to double move. And you are going to end up over here, and we're definitely going to just prep the ambush. Damn it. Okay, so it's got some pinning toxin, and it's nourished. Benefits from the Gorgon corrupted land. That makes sense. It spreads corruption when killed. So as a swift action, attacks and pins targets in place, and then also has a slash. That's kind of terrifying. Well, I mean, we want to get through this thing as quickly as we can. If I move up here, we can get an interfuse off on those barrels. Blow that up real good. And that'll set this one to guaranteed hit from this side. And then I'm a little concerned about sending a Linder in there, but I guess we got to do something. Yeah, all right, go for it. You know, he does hit quite hard. Oh, right, I forgot Lover's Vengeance would trigger. Actually, I'm a little surprised that it does. Is it... Can I see the character sheet here? Okay, who attacked Ilinder. It doesn't necessarily have to actually hit or deal damage. Well, the way he's positioned, the Gorgon can't get past him, so it seems pretty safe to just run up here and give him that wall bonus. Okay, so now they're both getting the damage bonus. And it's put itself in a position where I can, yeah, I could have gotten a 90-degree off-axis attack if it had been necessary. Ooh, a tier 1 artifact bow. Deals bonus damage to Gorgons, +1 stunt damage. Do I want to give this to Ivera? Am I making her sort of a... Her ranged accuracy goes down, but she gets all that stuff. Because, like, it's only slightly better than Everpride. Maybe I want to give you a bow? It feels like you should give an artifact bow to your good hunter, but honestly, like, it doesn't seem to be better than a random tier 1. I'm going to give it to her. Yeah. And a hurl axe. Throws a light axe at a nearby foe, shredding armor and dealing damage. Ivera's hands are full. I guess we can give it to Roifur. Sometimes we're in a position where it is not convenient to interfuse something, so sure. Alright, and Ivera has leveled up again. When Ivera gets a kill, the next attack against her within one turn will miss. Her damage, she gets Cleaves or Sentinel. I'm a little leery of having her jump at people, but I guess, I think the health loss was for the rest of this adventure, right? Maybe she'll be back to full? I'm going to give her Untouchable, I think. That seems like a pretty good skill. We shouldn't have come here. Hey, Ilinder, it's all right. It's dead. Ilinder, don't shiver. It's over. Didn't I say I'd protect you? It's sort of the opposite of what happened. The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body. Then... yep, okay. I was going to say, it's reached out. We're paying attention to that, right? But no, apparently we were not paying attention to that. Duen has been grabbed. The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn. It plucks up Duen like he's a straw doll, his weapons falling uselessly from his hands as it pulls him in. How on earth is this man supposed to not panic? I ask you. A voice leaks from Duen's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like someone fretting and plucking a fiddle, who's never picked one up. Like someone fretting and plucking a fiddle, because that's a verb for fiddles, who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bone stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. Please don't. You are not alike to us, weak lungs and small minds, stacks of splintering bones, thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives? So noisy. Be wise now. Will you survive if you hurt him? You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon. The Master Ulstrix has promised us silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain on distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten. A tentacle invades Duen's ear. Ilinder leaps forward, lifting a nearby pitchfork and hurling it with thunderous force. Stop, I said. The pitchfork flies through the air and, fingers crossed, okay, it did not hit Duin, that's good news. The tines of the fork sink into the beast's neck. Duin falls free of its tendrils. As Ivera and Roifur rush over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Ilinder braces the man he cares for in his arms, coaxing him back to awareness. You're not fading, are you? Hold on to me. A strange, stony affliction spreads from Duin's ear. Duin? I sure hope he's still in there. This isn't over. I saw its mind. Hey, this stone was in its claws. Duin takes the stone from Ivera's palm, turning it in front of his eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. The strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon blood. Epichrist. Each face is graven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epichrist. This town, spring of red bread, these petrified people, even this monster, it all figures in a larger story. The Epichrist glistens, sticky and blue. The Gorgons have a master. Ulstrix, it's called. It's looking for something, some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in this stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstrix wants. And make sure he doesn't get it. Okay, this is not a choice. So plus 10 retirement age, minus 25 charisma, plus 35 loner. You know, I don't feel like he had that much charisma to begin with. Based on your performance this chapter, you have earned 9 years of peace. Cool. So plus 3 from victory, plus 4 from the safe tiles, plus 2 from having a town. So each safe tile is worth 6 months of peace, I guess. And we earned ourselves an awful lot of resources, of course. So this is, you complete a chapter, then all of your stuff that you took over fires. Your victory has undermined the enemy's plans. They've been weakened. Okay, so they lose some of their cards. That's good news. During the years of peace, the Gorgon's mark grew and crusted over to cover one side of Duin's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the spring of Redbread Barn. I want to say Redbeard every single time I look at it. Now that the job wasn't quite as dangerous, Duin became a guide to travelers crossing the more treacherous stretches of swamp and mountain. Roifur was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. She would watch them stalk birds in the mornings and meditate on cycles of life and death. Ilinder added a new addition to his house. He put a sturdy table in the center of it and always found excuses to have friends for dinner. Okay, so we have a moment here to do gear upgrades. So we could go up to a tier 2 bow. Why can I not do tier 3? You don't have enough resources. But you can trade legacy points for each missing resource. So we are only missing 1. We could move him up to a very impressive bow. It'll cost all of our heartwood, but not, and all of our spell thread, but not really that much of our other stuff. I think I'm going to do it. And I'm fine with these names for now. We'll get creative a little bit later once we're into the game a little deeper. So yeah, that seems awfully good. For Ilinder, for both Ilinder and Ivera, I'd like to upgrade the armor a little bit if we can. So can I see her? No, I cannot see her character sheet, so I don't get to see if the thing was in fact a temporary loss of health. So we can move her up to Link Mail, which makes her slower and less dodgy, but it's a lot of extra armor. Or Brawl Guard, a little more than a combat harness with studs over the vital bits. So this is more damage focused armor. Okay. So this stuff moves her up to 6 points of armor. Probably it makes more sense to give Ilinder something like this. What is this made of? It would use all of our fabrics. It does seem like a lot of extra armor, though. And I'm assuming... Oh, okay, I can see character sheets. I have to click on their portrait here. So no, okay, she's got a lasting wound. She does permanently have the -2 health. Yeah, let's give Ilinder some upgraded armor. Do I want to go super deep here? This would leave me with 5 legacy points. It's basically all of my ingots, but it makes him really good at that job. You know what? Sure. And then Ivera, maybe we move Ivera up to. I'm not going to spend 3 legacy points on armor. That's only very slightly better. 10% bonus stunt chance, I guess, is something cool, but yeah. So she's got this wand. We can upgrade her water wand. No, we cannot. We do not have nearly enough materials for that. You have a decent bow. Okay, we're kind of out of resources here, I think. I could craft a shield. Nah, I think we're good. Roifir fell into the work of deciphering the Epicryst. If this is true, it hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. The meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in her research slides into place. Legend begets legend, and she can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. No, you're not getting it. Let me put it more simply. Imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army. Out of just no, I thought he was answering the question in a not very helpful way. Well, I suppose I'd start with a grand idea, a way for them to become, what everyone wants to be. Heroes. A symbol. You want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So what you're saying is our Ulstrix, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing? What is it, some kind of divine spear as a symbol to help convince other Gorgons to follow it? Yes, that's what I believe. Well, why does it need to do that? Why does it need the spear, or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrix? I know, it's like spotting the ocean from a mountaintop, and all the land between is mist. We'll navigate as we go. I was able to find other records of epicrysts, rubbings. That was my first clue. An epicryst is like an ancient storytelling device, a way for telling a time-honored myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. And that's what I think. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that tall tale? Kind of a poem or a song in some places, the Queen of the Seas? No, but get to the point, please. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. But they've got a pretty big head start, so... I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused, and we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? Well, we certainly have better gear. We'll fight for all free life. We'll fight wild and doubtless. Clear-hearted. The shadows deepen. Okay, extra monster cards every battle. That's a shame. And so we move into the second chapter of this particular myth with, additional land spread out around what we know already. 350 days left. Clear Gorgon sites to get more time and investigate the ghast altar. All right, well, it sounds like we have the goals for when we come back next time. When you come back tomorrow, apparently there's just a whole lot more Gorgon fighting in our future, and I can't say I'm excited about it, especially after what we saw that thing do to Duen. But somebody's got to kill these things, and I'm the one with the XP bar. So come back tomorrow for more murder and we'll see you then.